Part 52. As with any situation where you are approached with a knife, my advice is get away fast. Using a technique like this is incredibly complicated and can cut your hands if you were to use it on an attacker without knowing what you are doing. As with all the more advanced movements in this series, I recommend that no one should ever mess around with others or use the techniques that I show. It takes a great deal of competence and experience to do what I'm showing you. When the attacker thrusts forward, I place my hands around his like this. Any mistake at this point means the end. If you miss, they will stab again and again out of panic. Here you see me pull my hand back and grab his wrist tight. I adjust my hands to make his wrist go behind his shoulder. The knife is by the side of his neck. When I throw my hand down, the knife will be in a very vulnerable place for the attacker. They will fall and, well, let's see that again in more detail. As the attacker thrusts the knife towards my midsection, I slightly lower my body and turn away from the blade. As you see, both my arms are raised in this way. My left arm is above his and my right is under. To use this technique, the attacker's arm must be caught by both hands at the same time. As you see here, my left hand is placed on the inside of his elbow, facing down. My right hand is placed facing up on the inside of his wrist. The whole time I'm allowing nature to take his course by letting him move forward. I don't disturb his momentum or his arm will immediately retract. As soon as he comes towards the end of the thrust, I simultaneously cut into his elbow joint with my hand and lift my other. The attacker's arm must be raised and controlled. It is now that his arm is folded as fully as possible and his hand is positioned behind his shoulder. Here, I whip his arm forward. This has to be angled downwards at around 45 degrees. If the angle is off, the attacker won't fall correctly or will be too stable to fall. The whipping motion affects their whole body and acts like a pendulum, shifting their weight forward at an accelerated rate. The movement used must be smooth, uninterrupted, and continuous without pause or hesitation. They must have tension in their hand to grip hold of the knife tight. If even one thing is done wrong, the attacker could be the victor of this meeting. The injuries sustained by the attacker should be apparent. The wise thing to do is avoid confrontations and be aware of dangers around us. If you see someone with a knife, the safest thing to do in some situations is run. If you enjoy this video, please click the like button, consider subscribing, leave a comment, and if you know someone that can find this useful, please share it with them. Until next time, when someone attacks with their arm or leg, think of it as a gift. It's rude not to accept a gift. It's also customary to offer a gift in return.